It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the seventh-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took the team to the Super Bowl, came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Right to the air, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target for down here.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that and find receivers downfield.
To the air again, Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun. Off. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Goff. And that's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And looking up at the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
On 1st and 10, White. Able to complete this one, Tyler Conklin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now White. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st down, it's White. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now White. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
White. That's a screen play here for Carter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So coming on now is a field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now Goff on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. That's taken on the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Still the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Wright's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And does a nice job of holding just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And they'll let their full, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his numbers are going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. 2 yards a gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Here's White. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they'll remain down by 2. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 2nd down. Now Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us we've got 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us, they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Badgley's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run it back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Now White with a first down throw. His throw incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. White looks to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz they just had against them.
2nd down and 5. To throw, White. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got it, not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From shotgun, here's White. A throw to the flat for Carter. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back to the ground with Robinson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He needed 2, he got 1, and it's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know any coach would take 2nd and 3 all day. You think you're in pretty good shape. Instead, after 2 runs, though, they're at 4th and 1. Didn't pick it up.
Back-to-back 1-yard gains. This defense, the challenge was accepted. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if you're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff on third down. The open man is short. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. To throw is Goff. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I think we put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
How about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and man will be king 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with the 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. White uncorks one for Davis. And he bats gets it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As we've seen, the first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, White. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on a play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now White. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Out of the gun, it's White. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And it gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wright. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 36, Goff, right side to Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Goff and Williams hook it up there for a Lions first. Now Goff. Incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how you doing as he gets it over the side. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st down, it's White. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now White. Open man here is Conklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. He needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, White. And a throw left sideline here is caught, but they rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it, Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. White. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Once again.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next part they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told him exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Carter straight ahead. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. He finds Wilson, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The play fake, now White. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Called a very strong gain of 24.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's White. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And it's a fumble. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. White looks to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, White. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets have come back to make it a 2-point game. So it took a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So we're right back where we started. All even as it kicks away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And mix it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Goff. Chart's got it left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Complete to Wright. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Goff. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
And the assortment of sacks in this game, this was the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
We take a look at Mike White as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know? And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Draw play, Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making defense think it's going to be a pass.
Off play action, here's White. And this one he caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say in the half, and now they come out with a vengeance.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards, as he's taken down right at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Here comes another drive for this unit, and Charles, they're coming off costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up the momentum in a hurry.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here comes Berrios. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now at this point.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
To throw is White. Off the play fake. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for Nate at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it'll be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection could be made on that throw.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds as the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now White with a 1st down throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
Gets around him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient, find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're not about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Out of the gun, it's White. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
White now, throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work, and the Lions will take over. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that in coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
First down, Lions.
Swift going to drive up the middle. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop it right at the officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They have the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 86 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up past the 30. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, with a fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Gets past one man. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before this series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now White. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Robinson now off the option. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. White. A throw to the flat for Carter. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, White. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Looking for White, and he finds him. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Goff now to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now it's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Goff. Left side, that's cut by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Pass incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know, sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heat from the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.